four-step cycle on the SAPC website. I've seen that interns struggle with this because of the options that are there and what they mean. So I'll be hoping to answer those questions, how to load it, how to ensure that you comply. Is my word count enough? What happens if my words are or my characters are above 1,000? So this template helps do that, just that. So this template was developed by PSSA in consultation with the Northwest Province branch for registered pharmacists. So this is not my own work. You can use it for your activities as an intern to just know how to load it on the site. I won't focus on this, your name and surname, the PIN number, because on the site you've already entered this and you're already in it. The date won't be necessary, but I'll be focusing here. It's important that you add a title, even if you just add it here, so that by the time that you submit, just copy and paste. So add your title accordingly here. Don't have to take this is fine. We'll make an example and say that you're going to do domain 1.1. So you're going to select domain 1.1 in the competency standard there. And with domain 1.1, it's on public health and wellness. You've already chosen the domain. And after that, as you scroll down, so it allows you to choose, but I'm not going to focus on this. I just want to focus on the other questions that it asks. So on the learning trigger, it asks you to choose what triggered your learning. Is it an appraisal? Is it audit? Is it competencies or something that you needed to do? Was it a critical incident that happened that made you feel like, hey, I need to do this? Was it feedback from colleagues, or were you asked by the colleague to do something? Was it feedback from the service users, which are the patients? Was it something that happened to you personally that you feel like, I want to learn something like this? Did you read a journal that made you feel like, hey, I need to do this activity. I need to conduct a public health campaign. Did you talk to a colleague with and said, hey, I would suggest that you do a public health campaign on 1, 2, 3. I always recommend that you choose personal interest or maybe feedback from colleagues who your supervisor is asking you to do a public health campaign or to do an activity based on 1, 2, 3. So this is what it means. But the best one, or one that I normally suggest, is personal interest. But it's important to understand each one and then you choose yourself. Then learning relation, how is this activity related to what you do? Is it something that is related to your current role? Is it something that you are starting out to do, you don't know how to do? You are from one department and then now you are moved to the stores, to the pharmacy, and you're supposed to compound here. Now you want to learn how to compound. Or is it both? Is it the current and the new role? Then who initiated the activity? Was it the employer, or someone said that interns need to do the public health campaign? Or was it bottom down, which means that the patients, they requested a public health campaign, or you saw something, or maybe the patients were struggling with one thing, or many of the patients were then presenting with conditions that then suggested that, hey, a campaign on this specific condition would be good. Or maybe was it colleagues, was it your tutor who then said, hey, please do a public health campaign on this? Then you choose this one. Or was it just you that you felt like, I want to do a public health campaign, maybe on malaria, maybe on hypertension because of an observation that I saw at work? Then here it allows you to enter the reflection. Remember the trigger, learning need, and the goal. And the characters needs to be the characters needs to be less than 1,000. So after you've written your 4 steps, just put it here. Then if you see that some of your words are cutting, then you can remove it. Okay. Then you move on to step 2, the planning. The start date speaks of when you started doing the activity. It's best to choose the first date that you chose. Maybe you started this activity on the 10th of February. Include that. This means that you identified the learning need. Then the finishing date, please enter the date when you finish in unloading the CPD. So let's say that you start on the 10th of February. If today, the 28th of April 2026, is when you are loading it on the SAPC site, then choose that date. Okay. Next, on the mode of learning. If the activity that you did involved you just doing an activity, you reading an article without an assessment that you had to fill out, on the job learning and checking resources, then you choose this one. If it's measured, maybe there was you did an article, or maybe you did a course, there was certificate that you got, then you choose this one. If it was structured, that means you enrolled at in a course at a university or with an establishment that then gave you a certificate that then enabled you to do the public health campaign or whatever activity that you then did. Then you choose this one. Don't choose other because then you would need to add reasons. Choose this one. Understand that non-measurable means I didn't enroll in the course. This one is the best one to choose. The primary activity means how did you learn? What did you learn mostly? Was it through self-study by checking, asking around or doing that sort of thing? Was it casual reading of professional journals? Maybe it's domain 5.3 and you read the information website to learn of new regulations and this was your main activity. Then you choose as well. Okay. Was it breakfast meetings? Did you do case study discussion? Or was it on the job learning when you ask other pharmacists to help you 1, 2, 3? And it's what you then did. Don't choose the other complicated ones. Okay. If you reviewed an article, did you review an article? Then choose that one. But choose the simplest one. If it's self-study, choose that one. If it's reading journals, then Ketzale on the job learning whereby you ask the people at work and you can choose that one. And here it allows you to enter the characters as well. It needs to be less than 1,000 characters. Next, moving on to step 3, the implementation. It asks you the duration of activity. How long did it take you to conduct the public health campaign from start to finish? Normally, it would take you 90 to over 120 minutes, hours to conduct the campaign from the planning to eventually implementing it. So think of the activity. If it's counseling, maybe it took you less than 30 minutes, or if it's compounding or dispensing, then it took you less. If it was a training, maybe it took you 30 to 60 minutes, then you choose the time. The achievement date can be the same as the end date. Maybe use the date where you are loading the CPD. Like today is the 28th of April, then choose that date. And then it allows you to enter the planning, the implementation. Remember, planning, implementation written in past tense. Tells the story of what you did, where you did it, when, and all of that. Characters are less than 1,000 as well. And then on the evaluation, it asks if did you meet the objectives? Remember what you wanted to do in the reflection. What was your goal? If you met it fully, whereby you understand everything that you needed to learn, then you choose this one. If it's partially, whereby you feel like, hey, I'm not able to do what I to do, so you choose this one. So maybe you did not meet it. You feel like, hey, I need to improve on this. I need to do 1, 2, 3. Then you choose this one. Try and choose fully because you met what you needed to learn. Did you apply the learning that you wanted to learn? What did you want to learn? Did you apply it in your workplace? Did you apply it outside work? Did you learn a new skill that you then applied in a different case? Or you haven't applied it? So you choose this one. And eventually you enter the evaluation. Remember, you're stating what you've learned, impact on practice, application, as well as a future learning need. Okay. I hope this helps in how you record your CPD activity.